The Lakers staved off elimination Saturday by beating the Nuggets 119-108. Unsurprisingly, LeBron James led the way, 30 points, 14 of which came in the fourth. Now they'll have to do it again tonight, Game 5 on the road. However, LA might have caught a break with Jamal Murray's playing status in jeopardy. He's listed as questionable with a calf strain. Shannon, did winning Game 4 save your boy LeBron James in the GOAT conversation?
Man, Stephen A.
What?
Why you do this?
Why you do this?
He's there.
Why you do this?
He's there.
He's there what?
He the GOAT.
Stop that nonsense.
He can't hurt it.
Stop that nonsense.
He can't hurt it.
Stop that nonsense, man. If you had gotten swept twice in a row,
Your guy did it.
And look, excuse me.
Your guy did it.
In his first 3 years in the league, stop it, okay?
Is it a
three-game
sweep?
series? It's a three-game sweep, yes. He's never been swept in a seven-game series. You know that, right? It's never happened. But that's the point. The point is, Shannon, you can't sit up. Listen, I understand. Listen. I love having you on the show. I'm proud. I'm proud to have you as my boy. You know I love you, bro. But damn it, you and I. Don't think for 1 second. I don't give. By the way, congrats with the #1 podcast in America, baby. I'm very, very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. But I don't give a damn. You ain't convincing me. You understand? I don't get that. It will never. And I know. See, listen. It's beautiful to have you as part of the ESPN family. It's very beautiful to have you as part of First Take. But I know what you were plotting when you came here. I know once you agreed to come on First Take, you sat up there, you reached out to that man, and you talked to the peeps out there, and you said, I'm going to convince that damn Stephen A. that who the real GOAT is. It's going to be, no, it will never, ever happen.
He comes back from 03. He comes back from 03.
Well, you know, I mean, I don't think it. Well, first of all, he come back from 03 against Denver.
Yeah.
And wins the Western Conference and wins this series.
Oh, so you got to do all that.
No. He wins this series.
Yeah.
He come back and win this series. I might have to stand down.
Okay.
I might have to stand down. I might have to stand down. But I'm that sure that ain't going to happen.
I put the call in.
Now, listen, let me tell you something right now. I would be ecstatic if the Lakers came back in this series. No doubt about it. I ain't rooting against them. But am I a believer? Hell no. I think they're going to get smoked tonight.
We're winning by at least 10 tonight.
You don't sound that convincing. You don't sound that convincing. Look at your eyes. Look at your eyes right there. See, I know. I've gotten to know you. And I understand. The confidence is not there.
You know how convinced I am?
Wow.
I run it back. I make it double or nothing. You owe me the dinner. I run it back double or nothing.
What you running back?
Run it back. You owe me dinner.
I don't. Okay.
So instead of a $3,200 steak, I get a $6,400 steak.
Yeah, and you gonna do that to me too.
Yeah.
But here's the point, man. Here's the question. What are we betting right now? You
I saw it coming. You said I did it. You said I walked into that trap.
You walked into that trap. Let's do it. I don't know if there's a $6,000 steak that exists, but damn it, I'll take my chances. Dame, listen, I will be happy, but I can't see it, Shannon. I can't see it. They going to Denver tonight. Well, Jamal Murray. See Jamal Murray. You might have a chance with Jamal Murray tonight. I'm going to still take the bet, but you might have a chance if Jamal Murray don't play today.
You know what I'm saying? I'm nearsighted. I see that. We got him. We got him. Laker Nation. We got him. Stand up.
Oh, my Lord.
As a matter of fact,
my Lord.
Probably about 5 o'clock this afternoon, if you look up in the sky, that ain't the bat signal. It's the crown. It's the GOAT crown. It's up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's GOAT man, GOAT man. Yeah, that's him. Just look up there about 5 o'clock this afternoon.
Oh, my Lord.
5 o'clock this afternoon.
What the hell has this world come to? You really think that? Listen. LeBron James played big time. I have no doubt about that. LeBron James, I got him number 2 all time. I know people like Rich Paul and them getting on my damn nerves, acting like, oh, my Lord, it is an insult because you don't call him the greatest. It is not an insult. The league starts since 1947, and I got you as the number 2 player in the history of basketball, and you think I did everything but call him a child of God. I mean, you got to be kidding me, man. Y'all are ridiculous. Y'all are unreasonable. And when you get smoked in this series, you ain't going to have no choice.
You heard what he said,
Hold on, Shay. Let's get the bet on the record. So what's the bet? What's the official bet?
We're going to run it back. He already owed me dinner. He owed me a steak.
I owe him a steak dinner because I lost the bet that Anthony Davis wouldn't play 65 games this year. So I lost that bet, Molly. I owe him dinner, okay? And now he's saying, let's double it up. Double or nothing. Lakers win the night, okay? So I'm saying they're going to lose tonight. I'll be happy if they win. But I think they're going to lose tonight. And if they if the Lakers win tonight, then I got to double up.
He ain't going to be happy with that bill. We ain't good. As a matter of fact, ain't no telling how many people I could bring to dinner. $6,400 steak. You know that.
With your big ass self, you don't need to bring anybody with you. I mean, you're gonna eat all the food your damn self.
No, Ash.
All right. All right, guys, we'll revisit this tomorrow. You should bring Ashley. She deserves it.
But he only eating mashed potatoes. Ash eat chicken, steak, fish.
Don't worry, let's go. Invite Molly. Then my bill will triple. Because you know she like to eat.
No, she want to drink smoothies. We ain't having no smoothies at no restaurant at night. No. You can come if you give me that purse back.
Shannon, let's go. Get out of here. No
Lakers
shot.
fall
No shot. Coming up.
Line. Hey, I tell you what, and come in there tomorrow, you're going to have a John Q moment. You have a change of heart about your opinion. I guarantee you that. You know what I'm saying, Monica? You see what the GOAT did? Did he take the game over? This series needed to be a 3-on-3. It needed to be Rui, D'Lo, and Austin Reeves versus Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., and KCP. And for the first time, that 3 for the Lakers outplayed the 3 for the Nuggets. Anthony Davis has played Nikola Jokic to a standstill. 31-16. I get mad at him sometimes because I know that's what he's capable of doing. He should be doing that on a nightly basis. But that's neither here nor there. We'll discuss that at a later date and time. But LeBron James, you see what he's giving you. I'm 39. Do you know what you were doing at 39? Not that. No 39 was doing that. Your GOAT could never, ever do that. I remember him when he was 39. We coming back to L.A. on Thursday, and I'm going to be in attendance. You heard it. Whoa, Monica, I need you to get the surprise off your face. Hey, get the surprise out your voice. We'll be back at the crib. Not the crib, the crib on Thursday. Don't see me there, beat me there.
Well, a couple of things. If we're so fortunate for the Los Angeles Lakers to win tonight, I'll be there. I'll be there for Game 6. I'm hoping and praying that you're right. I'm not rooting against the Lakers. Hell, I don't want to go to Denver. I ain't apologizing that for anybody. I made that very clear. I've made that very, very clear. Everybody knows that. In Mile High City knows that. I'm at that damn high altitude. I still don't get over my stuffiness every time I get there, okay? These damn sinus headaches. But the point is this. The Los Angeles Lakers, well, congratulations. I mean, you get spanked 11 straight, and then finally you win a game. And so all of a sudden, so Shannon could come out of hibernation. You understand? Say we couldn't find you nowhere. Couldn't find you nowhere. All right. But then all of a sudden, they win a game, and now here you go. We coming back to the crib. Not the crib, the crib. Yeah, whatever. Okay, they got to go to Denver tonight. I will say this. Jamal Murray, if he doesn't play, because the depth that has been compromised, Bruce Brown, Jeff Green being gone from last year's team, is coming back to haunt Denver in certain ways. You can see it. Michael Porter Jr., obviously Jamal Murray, them brothers have to show up. They showed up for the first 3 games, didn't really show up in Game 4. They got to do that. Jokic is Jokic. He always there. He'll never let you down. But those other guys got to show up. And if Jamal Murray is not there, Jokic usually, they're not the same Denver Nuggets team when Jamal Murray doesn't play. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens if he plays this game. If he doesn't play this game and the Lakers win, they come back to crib. That'd be nice. That would be an interesting scenario. No doubt.
So if
let's get through tonight.
Monica, I just want to ask you one thing, Monica. I want to ask you one thing. Nobody has ever came from down 3-1 in the NBA Finals.
Never. 151-0.
My guy did that. Nobody has ever come down from 0-3.
Oh, no. I'm saying I meant 3-0. 3-0, not 3-1.
I said in the NBA Finals. No team has ever come back from a 3-1 finals deficit.
Not going into
Hold on, Steve. Why you interrupting me? You see what he trying to do? You see what he trying to do, Monica? You see what he trying to do? All I'm saying is this. My GOAT came back when nobody else had ever done it in the history of the game. Down 3-1 in the NBA Finals. He did that. Now, if he comes back from 0-3 against the MVP, GOAT. Now what I know, since we doing a lot of initials.
Yo. If LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers erase a 0-3 deficit and win this series, Shannon Sharp, I will allow you to have that discussion. About that go. I'd allow that.
Go ahead, Monica. Monica, I'm sorry to it. Go ahead,
That ain't
Monica.
going to happen.
Listen, I'm enjoying. The only thing that I will say about this, the Lakers have a lifeline for sure. This is why we got to play the games. LeBron James, who he is, the performance that Anthony Davis had, sure, tip of the cap, right?
Yeah.
I do go back to history in terms of being able to put together such stellar performances consecutively with AD.
On a Sunday morning, not done yet, are the Lakers. They're in Game 4, facing elimination. Denver rolling. When LeBron faces elimination, average is better than 33 a game. He got to work. Look at these post moves. I haven't seen a posty pivot like that since Malone going country at Stagecoach last night. And then LeBron, second quarter. Little floater, that's fine. Little fadeaway, that's okay. Let's go to the second half. Okay, all right. They've blown halftime leads in each of the first 3 games of this series. Here's LeBron on why.
Spent so much energy in the first half building leads, or the defensive intensity that we have, that we come out in the third quarter with not much energy, or kind of lose track of attention to detail that we had in the first half.
All right, let's keep that attention to detail in the third. Anthony Davis finding a cutting LeBron baseline. That'll work. High percentage in the third quarter. Lakers survived that third quarter collapse, still up by 9 after the 3. D'Angelo Russell, a little no-look lob to LeBron. Can't spell lob without LeBron. Look it up. Yeah, no, darn it. Can't spell LeBron. Darn it. Don't look it up. Can't spell LeBron without lob. Then LeBron taking it himself, steal, en route to 30 points. And David McMenamin with more from L.A.
It's been nearly 500 days since the Lakers last beat the Nuggets coming into Saturday's Game 4. Their 11-game losing streak included a conference finals sweep last year and nearly another in the first round this year, until LA finally broke through.
We've given ourselves another life, and it's a one-game series for us. Monday's game is the most important game of the season for us, and we understand that, and we know that. So, what's at stake? If you lose, you're done. If you win, you keep going. So, it's not much to talk about.
The way we play tonight is the way we got to play for the rest of the series. Sense of desperation and coming out with a sense of urgency.
Now that we, quote-unquote, cracked the code, we got to know this is a championship ball club. Crack the safe, they still going to protect the contents within that safe like crazy with their lives. And they don't want you to get what's in that safe out, and they don't want you to get the safe out of their house. And we're about to go to their house. So we got to be focused.
Of course, LA could be tied with Denver or even up in the series had they not blown leads in the first 3 games. Austin Reeves told me, quote, "I obviously wish we won 4-0, but added, we have an opportunity to do something special." In Los Angeles, I'm Dave McMenamin.
Malika Andrews, Adrian Wojnarowski will be by in just a little bit. The Lakers, they have their work cut out for them tonight, gentlemen. I would say, Michael Wilbon, that pride is on the line in this one as well, because Los Angeles down 0-3 in the series after Thursday night's loss, which extended the Nuggets' winning streak to 11 straight games over the Lakers. And afterward, LeBron James, he talked about the demands and impeccability it takes to win. Take a listen.
We know what it takes to win. We know what it takes to win a championship, and how, damn near perfect you got to be. That's not like something that's so crazy to obtain. I've been a part of it 4 times where you have to have almost perfect basketball to win, and I've done it with him. So I'm not a guy that you should ask that, because I don't feel a way about anybody that don't want to strive to be as close to perfect as possible. And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
So the Lakers have yet to play that perfect basketball, and there have been a number of concerning moments for this team. Stephen A., what's the biggest reason why they're on the brink of elimination?
Well, outside of D'Angelo Russell, I think one of the biggest reasons is that they can't get any stops, particularly against Denver's front line. You talk about Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and Aaron Gordon combining to score 66 points on 58% shooting in this series. They can't get stops when they need to. They shot horridly from three-point range at the beginning, missing 15 of their first 16 three-point attempts. But when you can't get stops, when you've had a double-digit lead, where you're a plus 22 in the first half, but you're a minus 42 in the second half of these 3 games, it's really, you can't get stops. And that's what this comes down to for the Lakers.
I'm glad Stephen A., my dear friend over here, outlined the specifics. He's right about all that. There was a phrase that we used to use years and years and years ago that describes situations like this. When you look at the Nuggets 3 games in and the Lakers 3 games in, they're not good enough. Yeah. They're fatally flawed. They're not good enough in a lot of areas. To me, just look at Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis has had a great series statistically, right? I mean, you look at the numbers, you go, my goodness, if I thought Anthony Davis was going to have this going into the series, I say the Lakers going to be all right. Anthony Davis is he's not one of the top 5, but he's somewhere between 5 and 15 in this league of the top players, all league players. But the dude he's playing against, particularly in the fourth quarter, is one of one. And so you've got a disparity there that the Lakers can't overcome. And LeBron James, as great as he has been all season, he's not that in the fourth quarter at this stage and age, and it's not to be expected. It really isn't. To expect anything more than that is almost unfair. But, Malika, you combine those two elements alone. If Anthony Davis is going to get overwhelmed at any point of the game, and LeBron James can't produce late in the game after playing 38, 39 minutes, you're done. Because the rest of those players aren't of that caliber. They're not good enough.
It's a simple answer. The Lakers are good, and the Nuggets are great. That's it.
Yep.
But when it comes down to who you're going to point the finger at on why they can't beat the Nuggets just one game, I mean, that's it. I'm not going to sit up here and blame D'Angelo Russell.
We should mention, though, he did go 0 of 7 from the field.
I'll let Perk talk.
I want to let you talk. You the one walked in with an attitude.
Oh, I feel very good. I do not have an attitude today. First of all, I look great. I'm feeling great. I'm all right.
That's fine. That's fine.
Even you gave it to me to preach. Okay. Calling me a pastor. That's number one. Number two, listen, when you are a starting point guard, forget the 0 for 7. Forget the scoreless. As inexcusable as that is, we can understand that. You know you ain't scoring the ball. You the point guard, and you got 2 assists. 2? I mean, come on, man. If you can't expect something from him on that level, who can you ask of anything from? Who's that person, Kendrick?
But Stephen A., here's the thing, right? We know that they've been great. Why? Because LeBron James moved to the point forward spot. I feel like that D'Angelo Russell has been catching too much unnecessary heat, especially when. Hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
Especially when it came down to the last game with him sitting away from the team at the end of the bench. Because the problem I have is it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when he do it. Okay? And what I'm saying that is that this man has been in trade talks the entire season. Right. And since then, March 8th, he gave Milwaukee to work, 44 points, 26 points against.
Irrelevant.
Hold on. Listen to me for a second, because I'm making a point. 39 points against Utah, then went there and did his thing against Boston without AD and LeBron James. The reason I bring that up is because every single day, this man had to walk on the bus, go in the practice facility, get on the plane with snakes, the people that didn't want him there, and he stayed professional throughout. So it was really messed up all across the board for people to criticize this man because he had a moment. You know how many guys I done played with didn't have a moment?
News. I have never, ever in my life on this network thought that I would be sitting across from Kendrick Perkins and I'd be able to mistake him for Dear Abby. You've got to be kidding me. You're sitting here making an excuse for D'Angelo Russell. You're talking about snakes. What exactly is a snake? Somebody that has you as a team, they give you a contract, they're paying you dollars to be on a team, you don't produce, and they're contemplating moving on from you. That makes the mistake? I don't think that makes the mistake. That's number one. Number two, when you talk about D'Angelo Russell and you say, oh, well, he's doing it, there are other people that's doing it. I happen to know you're from Beaumont, Texas. I happen to know you're very familiar with the Dallas Cowboys. I happen to know that you remember a coach by the name of Jimmy Johnson, a great one, who basically said, I am consistent with the fact that you will be treated differently. Those who produce will be treated differently than those who don't. D'Angelo Russell does not produce the way LeBron James and Anthony Davis does. He did show up in the second half of the season after wetting the bed the first half of the season. Then he shows up in the playoffs, fresh off of averaging 6 points on 32% shooting or 13% shooting for three-point range, getting swept by Denver. And then you come up in this series again, you stink up the joint in game 1, you don't score in game 3 at all. A donut? Come on, Perk. Come on, Perk. Come on, man.
Listen to me, man.
Go ahead.
It's nothing. I'm not talking about or disagreeing with you when it comes down to his performance.
Okay.
I'm telling you about this moment. And he had unfair criticism about this moment. I done been in locker rooms where guys didn't had their moment. We done seen videos circulating when I was on the Celtics, a big baby crying at the end of the bench. Yeah. I done witnessed Reggie Jackson break down on the bench. You're gonna have moments as a role player. The Lakers distanced themselves away from him all season long. And at the time, the one time that he distanced himself away from the Lakers, it's a problem.
Well,
can I be in the middle?
It's probably because of the way he's performed.
I don't even want to be in the middle of this. Maybe he's not one of the Lakers, and I don't disagree with you about his performance because he's not one of the Lakers' top 5 problems. The Lakers got way bigger problems than D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell is not relevant to that degree. Yes, the moment looks bad. For the purpose of optics, it looks terrible. But if I start listing the issues with why the Lakers are down 0-3 and why you don't need to bring this team back again if they're going to have to play the Denver Nuggets, D'Angelo Russell is not on my top 5
but when
line.
the brother was flowing, y'all said that was a big reason why the Lakers are winning. So how is it that now that they're losing, it's not a big deal that he's not performing well?
And he is a piece of that near perfection that LeBron James was talking about. A guy who made 226 threes in the regular season, shooting a career high from 3. That's the version of D'Angelo Russell they need. Kevin Durant, LeBron, they find themselves staring down 0-3 holes for the first time in the first round of the playoffs in quite some time. If both the Nuggets and the Timberwolves complete the sweep, it'll be the first time since Curry entered the league that none of them will win a playoff game. And as Adrian Wojnarowski joins us on set here, Michael Wilbon, you've seen the league go from Bird, right, to Magic, to MJ, to Kobe, to the trio that we just talked about. Does this feel like another moment of tectonic plates shifting, a changing of the guard?
Yes, Malika. And the league needs to handle it differently than post-Jordan. Now, the product wasn't nearly as good. It wasn't aesthetically pleasing. You know, you had a labor issue when Jordan retired and following that 98 season. You had a lot of issues that piled up to work against the league. The league has to have learned from that. Because as you lose the people you talked about, we're on the verge of having no LeBron, no Steph, no Durant, no Harden, no Kawhi, no Booker. Guys who've been in the finals or won finals. And you're moving now, even without Ja and even without Zion, 2 young stars, you're still moving to Luka, SGA, Anthony Edwards, Wembanyama, of course, Maxey, Halliburton, De'Aaron Fox, a whole list of young players. So what is the league going to do? And what's important also is this summer with the Olympics, this is a world stage. So the league, you're not just looking at American stars, looking at world stars and the most famous people in sport, besides perhaps some soccer players. Those are 2 sports. So what is the league doing? Is it fearful of this? Is it ready for this? There are a couple of promotions on right now that I thought are particularly good because there's some established stars I shouldn't forget, like Joker and Giannis and Tatum. They're the bridge players. But those young players you talk about, Malika, they're here. They're not missing playoffs soon. And the league is going to have to figure out how to say, I don't want to say goodbye, but essentially that, to first LeBron, and then a few years from now to Steph. And what happens in that process?
It's not hard. We appreciate what you've done. You've been absolutely sensational. LeBron James, 4 rings. Steph Curry, 4 rings. But when I see Anthony Edwards, that brother, as Perk just said during the commercial break, looking Kobe-esque, MJ-esque, when MJ doesn't deny that he's looking MJ-esque, we need to pay attention to what's going on now. I mean, there is a shift. There is no doubt about that. When you see how young this team is, the Minnesota Timberwolves defensively limiting Phoenix to 1 shot, out rebounding them 60-33 and all of this other stuff. Yeah, that's nice. Throw all of those superlatives out. Okay, fine. No, that is not what I'm paying attention to, Woj, Big Perk, Wilbon, Malika. What I'm paying attention to is a brother by the name of Anthony Edwards looking KD in the face, Bradley Beal in the face, Devin Booker in the face, all at once, and saying, I'm sending y'all home. I'm telling y'all in advance, ain't a damn thing you gonna do about it. Get the hell up out of here. Do you know who I am? This is what he's doing on the basketball court with the cameras rolling in front of our face, and I'm seeing Hall of Famers who are helpless, cannot do anything about it. I said, my God.
Stephen A.
I'm going to leave it
Stephen A.
I'm going to leave it.
That's why one of the people at this table voted Anthony Edwards second in MVP.
Well, I say SGA
not fourth.
Is SGA?
Not
I'm sorry.
fifth.
Is SGA home?
Second.
Is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander home? That's my vote. He's still playing.
And it's great.
He's about to sweep his team too.
Anthony Edwards
You played against all these guys. I'm curious your thoughts here.
Usually, like when you have a group of veterans that's been the face of the league,
Yeah.
they pass the torch. Well, they ain't got to pass it because these young guys taking it.
they're taking it, and they're telling them about it. And look, we just have to adjust.
Right.
We have to embrace the new and forget about the old. That's where we at to this day. We will never see another LeBron James championship.
Right.
We don't know if KD ever will win a title. I don't think Steph Curry will win another title because of Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant, Jason Tatum, Jokic, Giannis. The new is here. Let's embrace it.
And I think what's interesting is we have these discussions and some folks point to, oh, okay, maybe this happened a little bit last year. Not in the same way. Steph Curry still sent home De'Aaron Fox in that amazing Game 7. We still got Steph versus LeBron in the playoffs. This is the first season that it feels very acute. But on a more micro level, Woj, the future of the Lakers, their roster construction, their head coach, all of that comes into more focus if they get swept. What impact will this series have on Darvin Ham's future?
Listen, if you are a head coach of the Lakers and you get swept in the first round of the playoffs, or you lose in 5, you've got job issues. You've got job security issues, and Darvin Ham will have that. I think that despite the fact he went to the Western Conference Finals last year, he won more games this year, 47 in a regular season, where they're without Jared Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent for most of it. But here's what the Lakers are going to have to look like. They're going to have to look at what is the marketplace? Who is available to them out there? I think Mike Budenholzer is the most accomplished coach that's available. The Lakers have not shown necessarily a willingness to pay for a head coach of what Budenholzer is probably going to command on the market. And then you start looking around out there and say, and also, they've got 3 draft picks that they can move now at the draft. They had 1 they could use at the trade deadline. There'll be more players available. He has the potential to have a better team, maybe a more guard who allows them, to be more of a on-point defender, a scorer. Is it fair for Darvin Ham to lose his job? But if they get swept, if they lose in 5, it is part of the conversation the Lakers are going to have.
And this is what pisses me off. This is not a Darvin Ham problem.
No,
this is a Rob Pelinka problem. He knew that they wasn't good enough. And I was preaching that before the All-Star break when the whole world was telling me, why would you give up D'Angelo Russell? And why would you package up Austin Reeves? This is why. They're not at that level, and they need a third star. Send Austin Reeves up out of there with D'Angelo Russell, and you bring in a third star.
No argument there except for one thing and one thing only, and I'm going to look right into the camera and say this. When Anthony Davis went in front of that microphone post-game after Game 2, all right, and he said we were a bit out of sorts. I don't remember the exact word that he used, but it was similar to what Giannis was saying when he never brought up Adrian Griffin, but we knew he was bringing up Adrian Griffin. That's why we made noise about that, because it was the first hint, maybe not the first hint, but it was a hint that the players were looking at the coach. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's fair. Darvin Ham's in the second season. He took you to the Western Conference Finals last year. He got you to the playoffs this year. Your record was better. You know that you're inhibited to some degree. D'Lo and Austin Reeves in the backcourt. You see what Denver's doing to them. But in the end, when Anthony Davis said that, that is why I said, yo, pay attention to this. And if Darvin Ham ends up getting let go, you watch that clip of Anthony Davis is going to be recirculated. We're going to look at that because we're going to say, aha, that's what was going on. And it's not right, but we know what's going to happen.
Whenever there's a sweep, that inventory gets taken up and down the organization, and oftentimes there is a fall guy that ends up being examined. I do, though, want to take some inventory talking about the competitive sweeps that happened for the Los Angeles Lakers against this Denver Nuggets team. They led at halftime of all 3 games of the series, but moral victories, they mean nothing in the playoffs. So, Stephen A., what do the Lakers need to do if they want to extend this series tonight?
Pray a lot. Before the game, right at tip-off, halftime, post-game, and just...
Greetings, Lakers fans. Welcome back to another episode of Los Angeles Lakers News Today. Today, we're diving deep into an exclusive interview with LeBron James after a hard-fought game. Let's break down his insights and reactions from the intense matchup. In this exclusive interview, LeBron James reflects on the Lakers' performance in the game against opponent. With 27 points in the first half, LeBron discusses the team's strategies, challenges, and areas for improvement. LeBron shares his perspective on the Lakers' strong start in the first quarter, building a 12-point lead midway through the second quarter. He emphasizes the importance of playing good basketball and acknowledges the opponent's efforts to cut the lead to 3 at halftime. LeBron also addresses the team's defensive challenges, particularly in containing offensive rebounds, and highlights the need for better execution and connectivity throughout the game. During the interview, LeBron responds to questions about the team's defensive strategies, offensive rebounds, and the need for mental connectivity throughout the game. He acknowledges areas for improvement and emphasizes the team's commitment to playing close to perfect basketball to secure victories in the playoffs. In conclusion, LeBron expresses confidence in the team's ability to bounce back strong for Game 2. Despite the challenges faced in the previous game, LeBron remains focused on executing at a high level and emphasizes the importance of attention to detail and mental resilience in overcoming adversity. Stay tuned for more updates and analysis from Los Angeles Lakers news today. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest news and insights on the Lakers' journey through the playoffs. Greetings, Lakers fans. We're back with another react from Los Angeles Lakers news today, where we delve into the epic showdown between the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets. Let's dive deep into this battle and explore the highs and lows of the game. The Lakers started the game strong, building a 12-point lead in the first quarter. LeBron led the charge with an impressive performance, but the third quarter brought significant challenges. The team struggled with defensive rebounding and transition defense, allowing Denver to capitalize on second-chance plays and fast breaks. Now, it's time to assess our options for the next game. We need to correct our mistakes, especially in defensive rebounding and transition defense. LeBron emphasized the importance of being attentive to every detail and playing with urgency from the first second. We must harness the aggression of key players like D'Angelo Russell and maintain confidence in our ability to respond. As dedicated Lakers fans, we have confidence in the team's ability to bounce back and win in the next game. Now, we want to hear what you think about the presenter's analysis. Do you agree with the discussed strategies? What is your opinion on the key points of the game? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to not miss any of our upcoming reacts and updates about the Lakers. Together, let's support our team towards victory. Hello, Lakers fans. Welcome back to our channel, Los Angeles Lakers News. Today, we're going to discuss the recent game against the Denver Nuggets, which resulted in another loss for the Lakers. But before we dive into the details, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all the latest news about our favorite NBA team. In the game against the Denver Nuggets, the Lakers suffered yet another defeat, extending their losing streak to 9 consecutive losses against the Nuggets. The commentators analyzed various aspects of the game, from the Nuggets' dominance on the offensive boards to the Lakers' lack of efficiency on offense. They highlighted how the Nuggets seized control of the game in the third quarter, capitalizing on opportunities and valuing each possession, while the Lakers made crucial mistakes that cost them the lead and, ultimately, the game. In conclusion, the game against the Denver Nuggets was another indication of the challenges facing the Lakers this season. While we saw glimpses of brilliance from some players, such as Anthony Davis, there is still much work to be done to improve the team's overall performance. We want to hear your thoughts on the commentator's analysis and what you thought of the game. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all the Lakers content. Together, we'll continue to support and follow our team through every NBA journey. Go Lakers!